The amount of work that goes into getting a team running is staggering. The overarching principle is teamwork. And one such teamwork that has everyone at RCB talking about features our sports massage therapist Navneeta Gautam and our assistant physiotherapist Sabyasachi Sahu. It might seem like a tedious job from the outside to keep the players fit and fine to perform at their optimal level, but not for these two who consider it as something that they've always wanted to do.
So definitely this is like a dream job for me. This is exactly what I wanted to do at this time, and it was an interesting transition going from Canada to India, and it's been 3 years, and I'm really fortunate, I'm really fortunate to be in this platform with RCB.
Yeah, I always want to be. Physiotherapy was my best profession till now. I've been practicing physiotherapy for 5 years now. So before coming here, I was in KPL. I was doing the Karnataka Premier League, and this is my first big tournament here.
Navneeta, who has worked with the Toronto Nationals in the Global T20 Canada League, boasts of a vast experience across teams and disciplines.
So since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to do cricket, and cricket is not as big in Canada. Just last year it picked up in Toronto, and I told my parents that I want to do IPL, and they said, no you can't. And then I pretty much just went against them, and then now they're super supportive. So I think the transition was in 2017 when I first came, and now I've officially moved to India, and it's the best decision I've made.
Having worked with KPL teams and hockey leagues in the past, Sabyasachi too considers the IPL as his biggest opportunity.
So for me, I did KPL in 2019. Before that, I used to do some leagues in hockey leagues, some 2 to 3 days tournament. It's not regular. For me also, IPL is the biggest opportunity for me.
It has been an interesting journey for Sabya and Navneeta. For Navneeta, the challenges were difficult, in her own words.
It was a struggle to begin with, honestly, when I first came in 2017, and I could just feel, and it was my fault too, because I didn't come with the right mindset. I was like, I came with the same, broad mindset, and that wasn't ideally correct. I should have, thought about what happens in India, and my parents have warned me. But then when I got here, that's when I was like, okay, this is how this can run, which is totally awesome. At the end of the day, I promised myself that I have to adjust. And I'm really pleased to have an awesome RCB media, management, and support staff. It's been pretty awesome now. I'm really fortunate to be here.
For Sabya, who comes from Odisha, it has been a long struggle.
Before 5 years, I came to Bangalore. I started practicing in a small hospital. Then the patients started coming to me. So it's only the referral basis. So from the patient's referral, I went to KPL. From the KPL, I get the interview for the RCB. I got into the RCB. Now I'm in the assistant physio for the RCB.
And how has it been working in a setup like RCB with some really big names like Shankar Basu?
So it's basically a teamwork which compromises SNC coach, one physiotherapist, one massage therapist. So whenever any patient comes first into the session, we do the screening. We see evaluate the muscles, soft tissue, which is tight, which need to be strengthened. We contact the strengthened SNC coach. So then we get sorted out of that problem.
Whether it's SNC coaches, Basu sir, physio, and massage therapists, I think collaboratively with the coaching staff, they work really, really well.
While for Sabyasachi, the inspiration comes from his patients and how he is able to take care of them, Navneeta looks up to her father, who is her #1 supporter.
So I've always looked up to my dad. He's been my #1 supporter. When I did tell him that I want to work with the men's team, he's like, go ahead. You learn more when you're outside of your bubble, outside of your comfort zone. And he's pretty much the person I look up to the most.
How passionate Sabyasachi is about his work is quite evident from the fact that he shyly accepts that as far as hobbies are concerned, there aren't too many apart from physiotherapy.
For me, only my patients, I take care of them. For me, that is the best thing which I can get.
And what does Navneeta have to say? Well, let's have a listen.
So I do a lot of charity work. So at the age of 20, I adopted 30 kids. So that's what I like doing, just playing with the kids and doing as much as I can. Otherwise, I love playing basketball. So anytime at the court, I'm there.
Also, there certainly is one thing that Sabyasachi wants to clear about himself. Let's take a quick look, where it certainly is inspirational to see how the two of them go about their work.
As much as I can, I think life is all about giving, and receiving is, whatever. But giving as much you can in life, I think that's the beauty of it. So till this day, I still keep up with them, and I choose to do it.
As my name suggests, I'm not from Kolkata, I'm from West.
And he is not a designer. He is
And I'm not a designer.
designer.